Alright, so because I have I think, the things that I need on my poster right now, I'm going to try and move things around. I'm improvising a little bit here. And the moment I get something interesting, I'm going to switch to a different page. So right now it doesn't look so interesting, so I'm going to try and see if I can move things around a little bit. So I'm going to perhaps see what I can do. So one thing that's interesting is to draw a vertical line. So I'm going to click here on one of my rulers, the vertical ruler, and I'm going to bring something in here. This is a guide. And now I'm going to try and align everything on my guide. And we'll see if I can. So we'll create a visual line in there. That should be interesting. And that should help. I think I would like to have the cafe here and the 6th of December on the same line. So I'm going to take this away, bring it back here, and then I'm going to go on top of the 8. If I do Option Shift 8, I get this bullet here. That might be interesting. I'm going to get rid, of the other line at the bottom here. And then I think it looks better like this. And now everything is neatly aligned. It's a matter of perhaps moving the picture around a little bit. So I'm going to click here on the picture using my direct selection tool. And I'm going to try and see if I can find something that looks interesting. I think that's not bad, actually. See? I'm just trying things out now. Perhaps you want to see things without all those lines, and in order to do that, you have to make sure that you're on the selection tool, but then you click on the W key, and then you get a preview of what it's going to actually look like. So you could work like this, actually. Now somehow my logo is, I can see that it's out of place. It seems here that there's also some alignment issues, so I'm going to bring this back. It seems like there's a few things that are not perfectly aligned, so I'm going to try and solve that. Now I'm zooming in by doing this motion with my fingers. I'm going to make sure here that my logo is well aligned. I'm on the direct selection tool, so I can move the box around. It looks to me like it's a pretty good size, but it's not exactly well aligned. So like this, I think because it's around, it's okay to go slightly past. This here looks okay. This here looks a little bit problematic because the P isn't properly aligned, but they're part of the same box, so that's a little bit tricky. I'm going to do something here that is very much of a trick. I'm going to make a space before my P, which is annoying right now because it makes everything disappear, but it's back now that I have enlarged my box. I'm going to click on the text tool. I'm going to select my space. I'm going to go back here in my control zone and use the letter space, which I'm going to make it very small. I'm going to bring it down here using my, whoops, that's not the one, it's this one. I'm going to bring it down, and you can see because I have my space selected, it enables me to move my P around, and now it's fully aligned. I think it looks much better than before. I'm going to look at this again. Perhaps I'm going to zoom out and press W. I think, it's not bad, but I think there's too much space in between things here. So I'm going to, again, perhaps move things around a little bit. I'm going to bring this down. I think it could all be pretty much squished a little bit more. And then, well, that's not bad. I think perhaps the issue is that I could make my title bigger. I think if I want to do that, I'm going to have to click on the resize free transform here. I'm going to press the shift tool, and then my plein la vue becomes a little bit bigger. I think that's not bad, actually. So that's going to be one of my poster proposals, I think. So in order to create more, what I want to do is go to this window here, and I'm going to have the pages panel appear. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my page right now, and I'm going to do duplicate spread. So it's going to create a new one that's exactly the same as this one. But with this one now, I'm going to try and move things around. I'm going to see if I could, for instance, now I'm going to close this one, and to see my control, my tools panel rather, a little better. I have the direct selection tool. I'm going to click on my picture, and I wonder if I can move things around. Perhaps what I need to do, oh, that's not bad. I think that could be interesting if I move, let's see, now I'm moving the title down. That's a completely different thing, but actually that also looks to me like it's looking interesting. So I think that also I find that I could move the cafe a little bit closer here, perhaps. Something. Just moving things around using the direct selection tool. I think here that perhaps not everything in there should be set in bold. This is, I'm just going to use the, I'm clicking now, I'm going to the control panel. I'm going to click here on the black. I'm going to switch to regular, and I'm going to use only the pour participer that I'm going to set in the black. That's going to make a nice contrast. I think it's going to be better. But now I think perhaps there's a problem here. Maybe this is better. Trying to have a little bit more darker background here. I don't think that's too bad, actually. But maybe we can go for, oh, that's too small now. That's I think that's not bad at all. But we're going to create a different one. So I'm going to go again to my window pages. I have my second page now selected. I'm going to do again duplicating. Now this is my, I have, see, my first one, my second one. Now I'm working on my third one, and they're all very much the same, right? But we'll again see if we can work with that picture. Perhaps, so if I click on the picture now, I can see the dimensions of the picture. I can, it's 100%, so it's full size, but I can bring it much smaller if I click on the, and now it disappears altogether, but it's because it's on the side. See, the rectangle is here, so I can click on the rectangle and bring it back. And now, oops, now I have something that's also very interesting, I find. It's, we have a more fuller view of everything. What I think I could do, though, is move all these things slightly to the right. Yeah, so they are there. I think also maybe I could try and move this slightly to the bottom. Well, and again, I think, I mean, you could move things around quite a bit. I could, but I think that's not bad. So again, I'm going to recap what we did in the next movie.